What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the bad things in Call of Duty Cold War. But before we go any further, let me make it very clear that I am one of the few people, it seems like, that actually enjoyed this game a lot. However, I know and I am very, very aware that it is not a perfect game. No game is perfect. So I'm going to be talking about the things that I did not like, things I wish they would have done a better job on. This is not going to be a video just bashing Treyarch and Call of Duty and just everything about it. Just a disclaimer. But if you do go on to enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new around here. And I do stream right here every Wednesday and Friday. It's a lot of fun, so be sure to swing by sometime. And this is the first part to this. I will also be making a second part talking about the good things of Call of Duty Cold War, the things that I enjoyed. And also in that video, I'm going to be going over my final stats and that kind of thing. And that will be posted right after this one. So if you're seeing this, that one is up as well. Be sure to check that one out too. But let's dive right into it. Number one, and I think we can universally agree on this, the game did not launch with enough content. When it dropped, there were only 8 maps, and 2 to 3 of them being quite bad, just quite frankly to put it. You had Miami, Cartel, and Satellite that were really just misses. Miami wasn't necessarily a bad map. It was just way too big for 6-on-6. And Cartel, I don't even have to explain that. Satellite, some people liked, I didn't. But yeah, I mean, so basically at the beginning of the game, you had 5 actually good maps. And I mean, we all know that's just not enough maps. Literally, Vanguard, which releases tomorrow, has 16 6v6 maps. That's insane. That's like the most we've had in a very long time. This next one has several layers to it, and that is it took too long to fix things / nerf things in this game. And my first example of this is certain DLC weapons, not so much the primary weapons. They did a good job of keeping those balanced, but it seems like they really struggled keeping the DLC weapons balanced. Sometimes they would release them and they were ridiculously overpowered and they had to nerf them, but sometimes it would take several nerfs to even get it right. But then, for example, the C58, then it released and it's just the epitome of a gun. No one uses it. It's just awful. But for me, I think the biggest example of not being able to fix or nerf a gun was the Tech 9. The Tech 9 reigned supreme in this game since they added it. Yes, they nerfed it like, you know, maybe this much. And it was still ridiculously good. It's definitely the best SMG. You could argue the 74U is, but I honestly think the Tech 9 is better than the 74U. And you know, that released what, I think season 5, I believe. And here we are, the last day of Cold War, and it's still really, really, really good. I don't have a problem with it being one of the best SMGs, but sometimes, especially when it was first new, you couldn't compete with it. And this next one right here is literally my biggest complaint of the whole game, and this goes along with the taking too long to fix things. The Marshals. The Marshals. I could end it right there and you guys would know exactly what I'm talking about. And I think we can all agree that was a moneymaker for Treyarch. They released that. They know it's stupid. They know they really take no skill. But they also know that nobody wants to grind those Marshals, let alone unlock them first. No one wants to do that. So they're going to drop, what, the $10 it costs to get the Marshal variant? I would love to know how much money they made from people buying the Marshals. I think 100% it was a moneymaker, which is kind of sad. You know they're already making a ton of money. They should have just fixed the gun. The fact that it held 2 bullets every time, that was just ridiculous. It should have only been 1 in each when you were dual wielding. That made way more sense. Just like it was in Black Ops 3. And, you know, personally, I play a lot of Search and Destroy, and always going against those almost every single game, it was a blessing to not go against the Marshals in this game in Search and Destroy. It really stunk, and a lot of times I would have to end up pulling them out just so we could compete in the game. As I've said many times, I really love this game, and I really loved playing Search and Destroy, but from like Season 5, whenever they added them, I think it was Season 5, on out, it really was a struggle playing sometimes, because everyone just wanted to run the Marshals, and they would never nerf them. They said they nerfed them, but it wasn't good enough. And the last thing under this category were just several bugs that they never seemed to fix. There's 3 different ones, but there was only one that I personally dealt with, and this was after a game. It seemed to be when I went to my creative class, which most people go to after a game. It would never load me back into another lobby. I would say probably 8 times out of 10, it would kick me back out, and I'd have to load back into another one. It wasn't anything crazy, but it was really frustrating because eventually when the bug kicked in, You couldn't move anything, you couldn't edit anything, and then you would just get the error screen and then, you know, just restart it. It wasn't a big deal. It didn't break apart your party or anything, but just one of those small things that you wish they would just fix real quick. These next two, my friends struggled with the entire year. And when I tell you the entire year, I mean the entire year, especially this first one. And that is that he could not make it into the game a lot of times. And whenever it would happen several times in a row. I think he ended up identifying what was making it happen. But the fact that this went on for a whole year and they never fixed it is kind of just worrying. And this third one being that every time he put on his diamond camo, a lot of the times when he hopped into his next match, the camo would be gone. I don't know why. I have dark matter. I never had that problem, so I don't run diamond. He said diamond is the only one he has a problem with. He has tried other camos and it works just fine. I have no clue if any of you guys are struggling with that, but it's a weird glitch that he's been going on. As you can tell, man, he's been getting glitched out by this game a lot. The next bad thing, and I am sure everyone is gonna say this is the worst one. This is all anybody complained about the entire year, and that is skill-based matchmaking is way too strict. I get the frustration. Personally, skill-based matchmaking doesn't bother me a lot. I really like playing competitively though, and I put a lot of hours into the game. So, you know, I'm used to facing sweats. And, you know, I'm pretty good at the game. But I can definitely see your point. If you're like say you're a pretty good casual player, like you only play, you know, once you get off work late and you only play for a couple hours, but you're pretty good at the game and you're always going to be facing sweats. I'm sure that's super annoying. And you're just feeling like, I don't play this game all the time like these guys do. Why am I getting these lobbies all the time? It's just not fair. And I totally agree with that. I think they could definitely scale back on the skill-based matchmaking. If you want to face sweats like that, go play League Play. But my biggest problem with skill-based matchmaking is that my enemies were always on my skill level, but my teammates never ever were. Very rarely did I actually get a good team when I was not playing with my friends. It seemed like I was just playing with a bunch of 3-year-olds that I got told, hey, play this Call of Duty match real quick, while we're facing the whole Optic team. And I just, you know, obviously I'm not going to win that match. It was really frustrating. I can literally remember one time it was Search and Destroy. I went 35-7, I believe, and we lost the game. 35 kills in Search and Destroy, and we lost. That's how bad my team was. That was a struggle, and it happened all the time. The last bad thing for this game for me was the score streak system. You know, they tried something new for the score streak system, which I don't mind. It's okay to try something new, but it was definitely a miss for me. And that was, you can keep earning score towards your streak even when you die. Like, you can die the whole game and you can still end up getting the hater or the heart, whatever it's called in this game. And it's really stupid. It shouldn't be that way. You know, you're having players that continually die earning streaks. I don't like that. A kill streak is quite literally that. It's a kill streak. It should be only when you go on a streak do you get those streaks. I just said streaks like 45 times, but you get my point. But yeah, guys, that's going to wrap it up for the bad things I thought about this game. Did I miss any, or do you disagree with maybe something that I thought was bad that you liked? Drop those down in the comments below. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And again, I stream right here every Wednesday and Friday, so be sure to swing by sometime. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Peace.